Today's channel message is someone's illusion is sinking. They feel shipwrecked in a tempest of emotions. So I was just getting this visualization of a stormy ocean. What's going on with this person, Spirit? I feel like this person is having some sort of wake-up call. I've been getting a lot of synchronicities about lighthouses. It's like you are this lighthouse, shining out this authenticity, this love. All the steps that you've taken throughout your life have really brought you to some sort of place where you are truly learning how to love yourself, how to nourish yourself, how to be there for yourself. I'm getting like how to be easier on yourself. I'm also getting like something is taking someone's breath away, something that you're doing or something about you, past, present, and future in reverse. Someone's sinking in a tempest of emotions. They tried to hold back what it is that they're feeling right now. It's like somebody tried to hold back for so long what it is that they're feeling right now. So what is it they're feeling right now? It's like something is flooding back in from the past into their present moment. It's like something is creeping up on someone. Something about standing by, or somebody stood by when somebody else did something to you, or somebody felt like that they didn't have any other choice. Clarified past, present, future. Unlimited possibilities. Maybe you're showing someone that you made a different choice, that there was a possibility that they could have made a different choice. Like somebody felt like that they didn't have a choice. And so somebody is experiencing some sort of wake-up call in connection to a choice that they made. Like some sort of choice that they made led to them living in an illusion. I feel like someone can see that you're no longer stuck in the past. The way that they thought that you would be. Let's see. Spirit, what else, Spirit? Okay, someone's illusion is sinking. Something about a choice that somebody made. Spirit, what's going on? I'm seeing like somebody on a boat looking at you, this lighthouse, on this island. It's like somebody's on this boat looking at you through binoculars. Sadness. Something to do with a cancer. Maybe somebody had cancer or you. Sherlock Holmes, energetic tie, cancer, grief, powerless, despair. Somebody feels powerless, regretful. Yeah, maybe somebody has cancer or somebody's been battling cancer. If that's you, or if you've ever gone through that, I'm so sorry that you experienced that. My heart goes out to you. Okay, so somebody's feeling regretful. Like something about the play The Tempest, like the Shakespearean play The Tempest, where he's betrayed by his own brother. The Duke is betrayed by his own brother because his brother wants the power, and then his brother casts his own brother out to sea, his own brother and his niece out to sea to die. But the true Duke, Prospero, ends up washing ashore on this island, and then he hones his magical abilities on this island, and he connects with like the elemental spirits and the nature spirits of the island. And then he uses his magic to create a tempest that shipwrecks all his betrayers onto the very island that he had been stuck on for 12 years. Because they just so happened to be out on this boat. So something about, it's like somebody thought that something was safe. Like somebody thought that this boat that they were on, it's like somebody chose to go on some sort of journey, or maybe somebody chose to go on a journey with somebody else, or they went in a certain direction. They made a choice that they felt like they didn't have any other choice. But now they're seeing that they could have made a different choice. Like maybe you decided to go on a path less traveled. It's like something about the choices that you make, or that you made, or that the choices that you're making right now, or reflecting back something to somebody else who's actually watching you, and this person is feeling regretful. Sherlock Holmes. It's like somebody's trying to get down to the bottom of something that they don't fully understand about you, or somebody's like playing detective. Somebody's like analyzing your life and trying to find different clues to let them know like how you're actually doing. But I'm getting there's something else coming through about like Alice in Wonderland and rabbit holes. It's like you are like this rabbit hole. Like your energy has sucked someone in and brought them into some sort of reckoning or something like that. It's like something caught someone off guard. So someone is feeling grief, powerlessness, despair, and sadness, and regret. Maintain your own vibration. You're maintaining some sort of vibration, frequency. You are like this lighthouse. And even if there's going to be stormy seas that crash up against the side of this lighthouse, you're still going to be there. You're still standing. Like somebody is seeing that you're still standing. You're still shining. Right? Something about a fog bell. So like something about the fog. It's like a fog bell. So like lighthouse keepers ring this fog bell to let people know, to let sailors know that they're nearing a shore when they can't see the light of the lighthouse. So it's like, I don't know if like something about a warning. Somebody didn't heed a warning. Somebody didn't listen to their own intuition and they didn't heed a warning. Like somebody knew that something was wrong, or somebody knew that something fell off. Like, why do I feel like somebody did something that somebody else told them to do? Like somebody bought into a lie, or somebody was manipulated by somebody else to see you a certain way. It's like somebody feels like they betrayed their own like values and their own morals in something that they did to you. So it's somebody who betrayed you. Under judgment. So under justice. Somebody still feels tied to you, or there is a connection there. There just is this connection there between you and this other person. They feel burdened by how they're feeling right now. So someone's illusion is sinking. So someone's illusion that they had about you. But I feel like, why do I feel like there's something about their life? Spirit, where do you want me? There's something about their life that is an illusion. It cannot withstand like the storm that's ripping through their life right now, this tempest, okay? And it's their own soul. It's not like you're here casting magic like this guy in that freaking Shakespearean play trying to hurt somebody else. It's that you've created magic in your own life by tapping into your own soul, by tapping into your own magic, by tapping into your own happiness, by creating that happiness for yourself. right? By looking inward and doing that shadow work. There's also something coming through of like somebody wants you to react to them, somebody wants to get a rise out of you, somebody wants to take your energy and to put it into that negativity, but it's almost like you're learning how to shine the light and focus your energy into being who it is that you want to be, instead of reacting to other people who actually want to be more like you and how they're seeing you, but then it's like they're responding to you and they're projecting onto you because of how they feel about themselves. So then it's like you're recognizing and comforting like this part of yourself that feels a certain way because of the way that other people treat you sometimes, because you are like this lighthouse, because you are this shining light, because you are learning and you have learned and you continue learning to love yourself, like how to, and how to love others and how to love yourself, and also how to have a boundary, how to draw a line in the sand. It's like somebody has been stuck in this fog and then they feel like that, I don't know, you were ringing some sort of bell, like just literally your choices and what you've done with your life or what you chose to do. I'm getting like where you brought yourself somewhere. It's like where you brought yourself and why. And certain boundaries that you made and the reasons behind why you made those boundaries, it's like those all were kind of like warning bells for this person, like a fog, like you ringing this bell in the fog when nobody else could see you. You were ringing this bell in the fog when no one else could see what was going on in a certain situation with certain people. I'm getting like a certain group of people, or like, so now I'm getting something about like a man on a conference call. Like I'm seeing a man on a phone in a conference call with his entire family. Like there's something about like not just his immediate family, but the entire family. And there's something about a house. I don't know. Somebody's calling the shots, like somebody calling the shots and telling everybody, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to be. This is where everyone's going to stay. And these are all the rules. And you have to do what I say that you have to do. And you have to do it in the way that I'm telling you to do it. Right? I'm telling you what to do. It's like somebody was doing what somebody else told them to do, or how like somebody else has been doing what somebody else told them to do. But now somebody is like looking to you and they're seeing it's like your light and your authenticity is shining a light on something that is actually inauthentic in this person's life, or the way that they're being is inauthentic. It's like somebody isn't actually happy. So somebody made some sort of choice and they're regretful of that choice, and there's a whole lot of sadness coming up for this person. Observation. So someone is observing you to try to understand the truth, or it's like they're observing you, and this is why I'm saying it's like they were observing you for maybe a different motive, like maybe curiosity, or it's like curiosity killed the cat. So somebody's observing you or what you're doing. And they think that it's like them being like Sherlock Holmes trying to get to the bottom. I'm like, somebody could be thinking that something that you're doing isn't honest, or something that you're doing isn't what you say that it is, or what you claim to be. Like you aren't what you claim to be, but it's like through trying to get to the bottom of you, they actually feel like they've fell down a rabbit hole, because your energy is this rabbit hole. Like you are the rabbit hole, and you are the rabbit, and you are Alice. It's like you live inside of this rabbit hole and you're comfortable there. I'm getting like this rope. It's like somebody feels like they're tied to the past. It's like this anchor. It's like this, somebody feels like that they really can't move, or maybe they haven't moved in the way that they thought that they would. Like they haven't moved forward, or things haven't grown for this person in the way that they hoped that it would. It's like because it's this anchor that's tying them to the past. It's like this anchor that's tying them to you because there's some sort of unfinished business within this person that I feel like this person tried to compartmentalize what happened and how they were and how they acted, and like maybe this person tried to intellectualize everything and they just stuffed it down, and then they made some sort of choice to move forward, but it wasn't necessarily an authentic movement forward. It was them scrambling to try to run away from themselves and how they really felt. How did this person really feel, Spirit? Clarify like energetic tie to the past, this anchor. Incomplete change. Incomplete. Something was left unsaid. Something... I feel like something was left open-ended and incomplete for you, but then I feel like that you decided to go inside of yourself and heal that and deal with that and integrate those things. You found some sort of peace and forgiveness and resolution inside of yourself. It's like you forgave yourself, or you forgave this person, and or both. First and foremost, you forgave yourself. So it's like there's something that's changed, and so somebody feels that this energy has changed, that you're no longer anchored, that you're no longer stuck on something, that you're no longer stuck on them. You're no longer stuck on these people or the situation or this group of people. Like this could be something about somebody's family, different messages for different people. It could be, I really am feeling that it's several different people in your life that are feeling this though, because the Shakespearean play, The Tempest, is about multiple people who betrayed this one man, okay, and who foisted him out into the ocean to die. But then literally because of that, the isolation that he experienced on the island that he washed up on after that happened, he literally honed his magical abilities. He connected to this island spirits, to his own soul, to his own power that was independent from the power that he held when he was a duke. So it's like somebody can feel and can see this power that you've connected to that is independent from the power that this person chose to seize ever since you guys parted ways, or you parted ways from these people. It's like somebody made some sort of choice to gain a position of power or status, but something feels hollow. I feel like everything that you experience with these people, like this wasn't just one person, this was several different people in several different situations where you end up feeling betrayed and isolated and unseen, undervalued, misunderstood. It's like you really saw the darkness of humanity, that other side of humanity. when what you were doing was really just following your heart and wanting to offer your best and be the best version of yourself and give love to those people. It's like you tried to resolve something with somebody. I'm getting like you tried to resolve something with somebody, but somebody felt there's something about that. Okay, let's get some. Okay, what else is going on, Spirit? So someone's illusion is sinking. Why do I feel like somebody isn't? They speak ill of you to their friends. So something about somebody who spoke ill of you to their friends. The Terminator. Fate. This is giving me that that rabbit hole vibes, you guys. Fate, technology, endurance, survival, inevitability. Inevitable. Something is inevitable. Like, this is what I'm saying. It was inevitable that someone would one day come to the realization and or conclusion that they're coming to right now about you and the situation and what they really did and how things really were and how they actually really feel. Because somebody thought that they won. They felt like that they won the battle, but they didn't win the war. It's like somebody felt like they made some sort of choice or decision to try to get something to create the narrative of their life, like who they are as a person. And it's like, it's all about keeping up appearances. It's all about what it looks like on the outside, but somebody feels hollow on the inside. But somebody is seeing who you are on the inside shine out on the outside. I'm also getting something about like a path that you took or a choice that you made seemed messy, or like that it didn't make sense, or it's like somebody looked down on what it was that you were doing or how you were doing it because they see something from such a different perspective, because they're seeing something from a very socially programmed way of seeing things and people. And so it's like somebody made some sort of choice that was because they wanted to seem successful and to have all the boxes checked. They wanted all of their ducks in a row, and somebody looked down on you as if you were inferior. What you were doing was inferior. You would never, like that you didn't have any value or something like that. Or that you would never, there's something of like, there's something about substance. Something or someone is lacking in substance, or they feel that they are, or somebody in somebody's life is lacking of substance, and it's like they see that you're made of the good stuff, like you are like this lighthouse that's shining out this substance. Source. You are the source. And maybe you got to where you've gotten to in a way that nobody else understood, or that people looked down on, or this person looked down on, or somebody doubted you as if something would never happen for you. But now somebody is seeing that something is happening, or that you are changing, that you have grown, into a very strong person, and it's like something was meant to happen. It's like something is coming back. So literally the Terminator, something from the past is coming back. Wait, something from the future, right? Guys, oh my god. Whew. Sorry, I made really strong mugwort tea. Damn, it's really strong. Just a second, guys. I have to put some more water in that. Facing inevitable forces. Like literally spirit itself. Because something wasn't fair, something wasn't balanced. Something wasn't honorable, like someone wasn't honorable. Somebody made a cowardly choice. I'm getting like somebody conveniently looked away. They looked away because it was more convenient to not deal with something than to deal with it. Facing inevitable forces. Something coming back from the future. Going back in time to protect the future. Or it's like somebody wants to change like the choice that they made, that it's like somebody's thinking about the past and they're thinking about different memories. Somebody could be drinking a lot of coffee, or maybe you're drinking a lot of coffee, overstimulated. Somebody's spiraling out of control. Change my mind from why do people treat me like this to why do I allow people in my space to mistreat me. You're no longer allowing people in your space who are going to mistreat you when you see patterns, undeniable patterns of manipulation, mind games, power plays, trying to mold your reality. Somebody could watch red pill content. That's really random. Trying to mold your reality. Okay, well, what else is going on, Spirit? Clarify under judgment, justice. Denial in reverse, so somebody can no longer remain in denial. Contradiction, refusal, and dismissal in reverse. Somebody can't dismiss something that they dismissed in the past. Or they can't dismiss you like they did in the past. They can't dismiss something about you. They can't dismiss your shine. They can't dismiss your talent. They can't dismiss what you've built. Somebody can't just say that something that you do is useless. Somebody's a predator. Somebody numbed out for a long time, but now they're swirling in a tempest of emotions. Tell me more about these emotions. We've got deadbeat, draining, predator, detached. So draining, exhausting, taxing, fatigue. Someone is exhausted. somebody is exhausted by someone. Maybe somebody is exhausted by this person. Like this person is exhausting, or the life that they built for themselves is exhausting. Love in reverse. Somebody built a life that is disconnected from love. Like somebody's in a relationship where they're not experiencing love. Or someone doesn't love someone else. I'm also getting like somebody's in a room full of people. Or maybe somebody's on a conference call, like I said. It's like somebody doesn't feel seen by anyone. Somebody doesn't feel heard by anyone. Somebody doesn't feel connected to any of these people. Somebody feels alone, but they're in a room full of people. Somebody feels alone, but they're in a room full of people. So somebody can no longer deny. Alienation. So this is what I'm saying. So someone feels like they're being haunted, like in the play, they're being haunted, isolated. Somebody is in a room full of people, but they feel isolated because of what they've seen or what they've heard. I'm also getting something about souvenirs, or the song. It's a song called Souvenirs. Let me see the lyrics. So maybe something about a souvenir. Maybe you went somewhere with this person. Maybe somebody has some sort of memento, or you have a memento, or souvenirs. Okay, so here is a poem that my lady sent down some morning while I was away, wrote on the back of a leaf that she found somewhere around Monterey. And here is the key to a house far away where I used to live as a child. They tore down the building when I moved away and left the key unreconciled. So somebody feels like a part of themselves was torn down and demolished, and they have never been able to get back to that part of themselves, but like a part of themselves is tied to you and the past version of you as well, and what happened or transpired between you and this person. But when you left this person's life, or whatever happened between you and this person, it was actually like symbolic that like a part of themselves was actually destroyed or overthrown, or like where somebody was forced to betray themselves because another person was manipulated them to do so, because somebody had like complete and total control over this person. It's like you are like a souvenir to this person. I just want to know the actual word, the definition of the word. A souvenir is an object you buy, collect, or keep to remind you of a place, holiday, or special event. It serves as a physical connection to a specific memory and is often gifted to others as a token of remembrance. Remembrance. Somebody's remembering the past. Something about a souvenir and or an object that this person has that reminds them of you. Or vice versa, like an object that you have that reminds yourself of this person or this time. Maybe you traveled somewhere with this person or different places with this person. Remembrance. It literally means the French word. Okay, it comes directly from French, where it literally means remembrance or memory. So something about a memory. Like somebody has felt incomplete ever since, and something about the way that they changed. They tried to change something, or they made a choice to change their life or something like that, but something has never changed of how they felt for you, like how they feel deep down inside about something, or about how things ended. Yeah, so literally someone's illusion is sinking, denial in reverse. So somebody was in denial about something. What were they in denial of, Spirit? What was this person in denial of? What was this person in denial of? Regret. They were in denial of their own regret. Somebody could have felt like they missed an opportunity. Their own stagnation. In denial of their own stagnation because they've seen that you've actually grown. Right? You landed on this island and you used the opportunity that was presented to you to actually become a stronger person, to hone your skills, your abilities, your talents, to figure out who you really are, like truly, like figure out who you are. What is the truest expression of yourself? And then you built an entire lighthouse as well. First you had to learn how to survive, and then you were like, you know what, I think I'm ready to build an entire lighthouse now, like an entire structure that I can tend to in order to help other people as well. So that other people don't experience what I experienced, just like crashing into this island haphazardly, just so that everybody knows what's going on. To reflect back to other people what's going on. I'm getting like what's out there. It's like somebody seeing like some other option or some other choice, or so something about like they could have refused an offer. Something about like you tried to resolve something and somebody could have refused the offer to resolve something or to make up or to it's like, but because somebody didn't want to take accountability, someone wasn't willing to or ready to step out of denial in order to take accountability for what it was that they did and why and what part that they had to play in something. They had some sort of delusional narrative of what happened and of you. What was this delusional narrative? Like their delusion was that they thought that they saw the truth in the situation, and they thought that they saw the situation clearly, but they didn't. It was actually fogged up by somebody else who was controlling them by fear, obligation, and guilt. Fear, obligation, and guilt. Someone wasn't seeing you at all. But it's like that, you know what I mean? Spirit was ringing that fog bell so that they could hear even when they were in the fog, so that they could feel maybe something is off. Like maybe I didn't give this person what they deserved or the chance that they deserved, or I didn't, like there was something off about a situation. There was something off about a situation. Like somebody, somebody just tried to dust something off and then move on like it never happened, or like that they never did anything, that they never hurt you, that they never betrayed you, that it wasn't that big of a deal. Or maybe that you would never be that big of a deal, like that you would never amount to anything. I can't even remember what I was asking. Maybe this person or somebody sees you. There are people who see that other people are celebrating you, or some sort of community that you've built or connected to. Maybe there are people who are seeing you connect to your own joy, happiness, or something that you're sharing. Also something about a wedding. There's something about, like, I'm seeing a groom with a tuxedo, but he's taken the coat off. So he's just wearing, like, the white button-up shirt and a vest or something like that. And he's actually, like, folding up the shirt. So he's, like, folding up the sleeves of his white shirt for some reason is what I'm seeing. Maybe something about a wedding. Maybe somebody is disturbed by something about a wedding or an event that you've done or that you've put on recently, or the event that you've gone to recently. It's like some sort of triumphant progress that you've made in your life. This person, it is disturbing someone. Somebody feels disturbed by your happiness or your stability, your security. What else, Spirit? What else is going on with this person? Somebody could feel drained by someone else as well. But it's like they try to numb out that fact of what they really feel, but they're having a really hard time numbing it out. Like something is falling down. Yeah, anything is possible. So someone is seeing that you made something that they thought was impossible, or that they could never find, or that they could never do, and they see that you're actually doing it, or that you've found something, or that you've created something, or that you made a different choice. That it's like, why do I feel like, yeah, you didn't go with the status quo, and you didn't do what someone else told you to do in the way that they told you to do it, and like somebody made a choice out of fear, and they thought that they made the safe choice, but literally their boat is sinking. They thought that their boat was unsinkable. They thought that they embarked on this journey and it was a surefire thing, and it's like somebody ended up with someone who reminded them of someone who they actually wanted to escape from, and then they ended up with someone who literally treats them the exact same way that somebody treated them in their childhood that they actually wanted to escape from, and then they ended up marrying someone who was like that person or something like that. Yeah, they unite against the one who won't conform. You didn't conform to something. Confirmation, predatory energy. There was a predatory person in a group of people, and I feel like somebody sided with this predatory person because there was a group of people, maybe all under the same roof or something like that, or everybody living in a house. Like there were multiple people living in some sort of house or something like that. They united against the one who won't conform. So you didn't conform, but you're proving these people wrong, that something that they deemed impossible is actually possible. Like you're making it seem possible. And that's why somebody feels like they're sucked into this rabbit hole whenever they kind of take out their binoculars, right? Take out their magnifying glass like fucking Sherlock Holmes. Try to see what you're doing. Try to figure you out. But it's like they feel more lost ever since that they did that. It's like somebody did that. They were trying to, right? Get down to the bottom of something to make themselves feel better. Right? Somebody could have thought that like looking you up or looking into you or trying to find some sort of inconsistency, trying to find what they almost like needed to find so that they could like preserve this denial that is actually flipped up on its head. Like the denial is like not right working anymore. They cannot deny, like something is undeniable. Like something about you and about your life or about what you're doing, the way that you're living, your progress, your growth, your integration, your individuation, all of this healing that you've done, it's like undeniable. Like there's something, it's like, so somebody didn't see something clearly, okay? They didn't see you clearly, and they didn't see somebody else in their life clearly who was calling the shots or who was manipulated them or who was manipulating the situation. They didn't see a predatory energy clearly, but now somebody is realizing that they're literally amongst predators or something like that, or maybe they cannot no longer be in denial of their own predatory ways and or their own predatory behavior, or somebody else's. I don't know, something is sneaking up on someone, or someone is sneaking up on someone. So somebody who tried to mold your reality by controlling your mind or controlling how you thought about yourself, or there was somebody in this person's life who was actually trying to affect you by getting to this person. Yeah, can't be fooled in reverse. So this person was fooled and or bamboozled by another person who was trying to affect your reality by getting another person and or people to unite against you because you wouldn't conform to what this predatory energy wanted. And so I feel like there are some people who betrayed you because of another person, and those people feel sadness, grief, despair, they feel regret. Because they realized that they took someone's word and that word was a lie. So, regretful. Tell me more, Spirit. Rough waters ahead. Batten down the hatches. Oh shit, the Tempest is getting crazier, you guys. What is this Tempest, Spirit? So what's going on? Clarify, batten down the hatches. Rough waters ahead for this person. What's coming on? What's going on? They can no longer be in denial of something or someone in their life or some part of them that's coming to light. Oh, that didn't happen the way that it happened. No, it wasn't as bad as all that. Rough waters ahead, ebb and flow. Batten down the hatches. So some sort of like dam has broken. Some sort of dam has broken. Like, this is what I'm saying. And they're anchored. There's an anchor that's tying them to the past, and some sort of dam is broken and they can't move their ship. So it's going to be capsized. Like, they're going to be shipwrecked in order to sit with themselves and to have that reflected back to them. Something that they didn't want to deal with, something that they didn't want to feel, something that they numbed themselves from feeling, what it was that they really did and how it was that they really were. How it's like somebody threw you away thinking that you were like a piece of trash, but now they see that you're like this shining diamond lighthouse, like, to be real with you. Somebody is starting to regret what they did to you and how they treated you because they're realizing what they threw away, who they threw away. Anxiety, so much anxiety. Someone is experiencing a lot of anxiety. Okay, so what else, Spirit? Something about someone's aunt. The black wedding dress. Sanctified betrayal. They married your silence. Divorce it. You're divorcing silence. Maybe you're sharing. Maybe you're speaking up for yourself. Maybe there's something that you're creating. Or, oh yeah, back to that. Sorry, guys. I was freaking right. Remember souvenirs? I totally squirreled, but maybe I was meant to. Let me read the lyrics. I am very, very tired at this moment, so I apologize, you guys, if this reading has been all over the place. I truly have the best collective, and I'm just so grateful for you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for your understanding. Okay, sorry. So here are the lyrics to the song Souvenirs. So here's a poem that my lady sent down some morning while I was away. Wrote on the back of a leaf that she found somewhere around Monterey. I think that's in California. And here is the key to a house far away where I used to live as a child. They tore down the building when I moved away and left the key unreconciled. And down in the canyon the smoke starts to rise. It rides on the wind till it reaches your eyes. When faced with the past, the strongest man cries. So something has reached somebody's eyes. This is what I'm saying. Somebody has reached someone's eyes, and it's like they're using binoculars or they're using a magnifying glass, and they accidentally magnified something that has actually triggered them into a very deep psychological, emotional storm. What was it that was magnified, Spirit? What was it that was magnified? It's reached someone's eyes. The strongest man cries. So there could be somebody who's literally crying. I'm literally getting someone on like mushrooms or something crying about something. Maybe somebody likes to do mushrooms or something like that. Love. Love. Like in denial of how much they love you. And like in denial of like that something that they did wasn't love, or how they didn't love you the way that you deserve to be loved. You chose to love yourself first, or put yourself first. That's how you became this lighthouse of love, is by learning how to love yourself. So if someone is seeing you experiencing love or coming into alignment with self-love, putting out your love into the world, shining your light in a world that wants you to hate yourself, shining your light in the face of people who get triggered by you and project onto you because of their own unresolved self-hatred and their own lack of self-love. Like, you're shining a light regardless of what this person did, of what these people did, that this person was involved with these people, or what these people did to you. It's like you've come back into the energy of love, and you're broadcasting that out there in whatever way that you do that, even if it's just you walking around and saying, there's something like somebody walking around, or maybe you're this person that it's just like you say hi to people when you walk down the street, and like, I don't know if there's a specific person that you say that to, or somebody who says that to you. And I feel like is there somebody who, like, there's something about somebody who you meet as you're walking, and it's like you don't really know this person, but you've seen them around, and every time they see you, they take a moment to greet you and to say hello to you, or to wish you a good day, or to nod at you, like whatever it is. And it's like this person does that because they see you, because they see you because this person sees you, and somehow this person feels seen by you. This person takes a moment out of their day to acknowledge the fact that you are a lovely person. I feel like someone is seeing that you have grown into a lovely person, whoever it is that you are. Somebody loved you and lost you. Somebody didn't know how to love you. Like, somebody was in denial that something that they did was as bad as what it was. And they refused to face it, but now something is crashing down on them anyways. Because, like, there's a part of them that no matter how they try to make something look or how they try to make their life seem, like, they still haven't let go of you. They still haven't let go. They still haven't forgiven themselves. It's like you have learned to forgive yourself and somebody still hasn't forgiven themselves. You had to go down the rabbit hole in order to learn how to forgive this person or to forgive yourself and to understand what it was and what it all meant. Right? There's something about that. And down in the canyon, the smoke starts to rise. It rides on the wind till it reaches your eyes. When faced with the past, the strongest man cries. And here is a sunrise to set on your sill, the ghosts of the dawn moving near. They pass through your sorrow and leave you quite still, sitting among souvenirs. Someone's just like sitting in these memories that they keep as souvenirs to stay connected to these past years or this past version of themselves that they feel was torn down. There's also something about like you moved away and then you came back and then like something was different or people were different or nothing was the same ever again. And you felt like people moved on or they didn't see you or somebody wrote you off or somebody felt like somebody wrote them off. Yeah, sanctified betrayal. They married your silence. It's like maybe you didn't know how to stick up for yourself at a certain point. You didn't know how to say what you wanted to say, but now maybe you're saying something. Maybe you're writing a piece of poetry. Maybe you're writing a book. Maybe you're starting a podcast. Maybe you're just speaking up for yourself when you have to, and it's changing your vibration. It's making yourself feel more safe within your own body because you're finally advocating for yourself after years of not knowing how because you were never taught how. So yeah, somebody's brother, this could have something to do with somebody's brother. Somebody's brother is experiencing doubt, or somebody's sibling is experiencing self-doubt. Like maybe this person grief, doubt and grief, self-doubt. Somebody's illusion is sinking. They were so sure, weren't they? They were so sure of something. What was this illusion, Spirit? Can we get some information of this illusion? Justify. So someone was being nosy, snooping, curiosity, learning, trying to learn about what you're doing, trying to snoop into your life to try to justify something. But then it ended up like creating an obliterating moment of ego death for someone. It's like the walls are melting. They married your silence. Maybe somebody's aunt is freaking out about something. So maybe somebody's aunt is snooping. It's like somebody was snooping into your life to justify something that they did or why they did it. But instead, their denial that they used to justify what they did is crashing down because they're being faced with themselves. Guys, Doc Brown from frickin' Back to the Future. It's like someone's going back in time. What is with this time travel? Someone feels stuck in the past or something about all of a sudden someone is being confronted with themselves and the past version of themselves in the past, and they can't escape it, and it's like hunting them down. It's like the Terminator. It's hunting them down. There's their own self is their own soul. This person feels like hunted down by their own soul because their own soul is like, you cannot make excuses any longer. You can't keep on blaming everybody else or blaming this person. You have to take accountability in order to release. You're gonna have to learn somehow, some way, at some point, and you didn't want to see what you needed to see way back when. So something inevitable, this was inevitable. It's like somebody thought that they were going to get away with what they did, but guess what? It's like everything is everything, and everyone is them, and how they treated you. It's like something is coming back around to this person. Like somebody knows why something is happening is connected to how they treated you, or what they did to you, how they betrayed you. Somebody could be getting betrayed by a person in a similar way that they betrayed you. But it's happening. It's happening because they did that to you. They did it to an aspect of themselves, and they didn't want to see what they didn't want to see. But now something is being like shoved in someone's face, basically. Something about a creative breakthrough that you're experiencing. In unraveling the mysteries of time, unraveling the mysteries of the universe, you went down the rabbit hole. Like they think, it's like, I really am getting something of like somebody like snooping, trying to be nosy, like someone getting a little curious, and they thought that they were in control when they were doing that. It's like somebody's doing that because they want to stay in control. Okay, it's all about control. But as soon as they tapped into your energy and saw your picture, saw what it was that you're doing, or opened up your video, or it's like curiosity killed the cat. Because they opened this frickin' whole wormhole. Like now I'm getting Donnie Darko, okay? Something about an axe. Or an axe murderer, or somebody tried to chop you down, but you grew anyway. Facade. Something about a feather. Feathers. Someone's name can be Heather. Someone's name could be Mackenzie. Lila. Brenda. Sweet Caroline. Jonathan. Brendan. Tucson. Facade. Something that happened to you when you were 17. Soul retrieval. So I'm saying soul retrieval. It's like you've done some sort of soul retrieval to call your power back from this person, and now someone sees you standing in that power. You called back your power from this person, and this person could have felt that. Justify excuses. Somebody's trying to somebody was hoping that like looking you up would allow them to justify what they did or the path that they're on, but they feel more lost now since they did that. Because something didn't pan out the way that they thought that it would. What else, Spirit? Irritated. Somebody feels irritated by what they're seeing. Truth seer. They're irritated by the fact that you see the truth of the situation, and it's like you see them clearly. They're seeing the truth. They're seeing you clearly. They didn't see you clearly before. They were projecting onto you. They didn't see the situation clearly. They didn't see somebody in their lives clearly. There's somebody in somebody's life. This person could be somebody's family or somebody's married to somebody, and it's like they didn't see who this person was, but now someone is seeing what they got themselves into and who someone really is. They're finally seeing somebody else clearly, and at the same time they're seeing you clearly. Somebody's seeing that they didn't even see you at all until it was too late, because it's too late now. So that's why curiosity killed the cat. Because somebody was living in this comfortable haze and fog of complete and total denial of themselves and what happened and what they did and you and how it affected you and who you were, right? Who you are is undeniable. Who you are is undeniable. And the truth is clear to see. So they're seeing you clearly now. And there's something about like you saw what this person did and how they treated you and how they tried to gaslight you, or how like a group of people tried to gaslight you as if you didn't see the truth. But somebody, it's like somebody cannot, it's like something of like what you did with that truth, that you didn't let that truth destroy you, no matter how dark that truth was. Yeah, it felt like it was destroying you when you fell down the rabbit hole. It felt like that you were gonna die. It felt like there was no reason to live. It felt like nothing made sense. And yet somehow you stood up and you moved forward and you continued to grow, and you're continuing to grow every step of the way is what this person sees. Truth seer, and you didn't want to see the truth. Somebody didn't want to see what was truly happening because it threatened their identity. It threatened everything about their life. It threatened what they thought reality was. Like, so somebody is now starting to believe in magic because of you or something like that. Like, they're realizing that you see the truth. Like, that you have connected with some sort of truth deep inside of yourself. This power, right? Deep inside of yourself. This has been like one of the most difficult readings that I've done in a while. And then look at the typewriter, channel of the ancestors, old voices right through you, stop editing. Telling you this energy is swirling all over the place, and it's very heavy, it's very intense. It's whatever is happening is somebody's going through something very intense in their inner emotional world, is in complete and total upheaval right now. Because the denial juice is no longer cutting it, okay? And somebody can no longer numb themselves from the regret they feel and the guilt that they feel because of what they did to you. They thought it was dead and buried. Like, they thought that you were dead and buried, like, in the frickin' play. Oh, yeah, okay, cast them off. Doesn't matter. They're gonna die anyways. And no, it wasn't meant to be that way. It wasn't meant to be that way. You were meant to overcome this person so that they could see you overcome what it was that they did. It's like how their feeling is spilling over into other areas of their life. They might be being quiet about it, but like Pandora's box is open. Heavy, guys, seriously heavy. They can't unsee what they've seen. They can't unrealize what they've realized. It's like everything, it challenges their very, like everything about themselves that they thought was solid, or that they thought they knew that was true about them, of like who they are. It's like their very sense of self is being torn down at this time. But it's because it's the false self. It's not actually real. Like, something isn't actually real. Something is lacking in substance. Like some sort of relationship, there is no substance to that relationship. It's completely hollow because somebody ran into it to try to run away from what really happened between you and this person, or something else in their life. Like, something isn't even real. Tell me about this, Spirit. It's like there's something about like who someone was in their early 20s, and it's like they're always trying to like get back to that or do that, but they're always trying to escape this void. But it's like because they don't even really know who they are, they're trying to find themselves in something that wasn't ever actually them. Somebody's trying to find themselves in something that wasn't actually who they really are. But then someone sees that you've actually discovered and connected with who you truly are, who everyone truly is. And it makes this person feel so uncomfortable to feel like out of the loop, because they thought that you were out of the loop, or somebody thought that you were loopy, or somebody thought that somebody was Looney Tunes. And it's just like, what somebody is doing to run away from themselves is what is Looney Tunes. Like, something is just so chaotic. Love struck. You see right through them. You see right through someone. Sibling abuse. Sibling abuse. Somebody looked down on your choices or made fun of you for like who you were or what you wanted to do. Okay, somebody straight up treated someone like shit. They loved to do that as well. They loved to rub something in your face. Well, something is being rubbed, like their own soul is like rubbing something in their face to get them to see something. Someone feels... Yeah, grief masks as criticism. If I tear them down, I won't have to feel the hole they left. So someone's snooping, got their magnifying glass out, trying to criticize. Criticize, criticize, criticize. If I tear them down, I won't have to feel the hole they left. If I tear them down, I won't have to feel the gaping hole inside of my own self that I try to run away from and ignore, like that it isn't there. Which is why I do what I do, or I said what I said. Which is why I try to tear other people down, because part of me was torn down in childhood. Part of this person was torn down. And the key unreconciled. But somebody feels like that you have the key to something. That you've unlocked something. It's like you're shining back to this person where that key really is, but to get that key you have to go through something that's what this person doesn't really want to do. They'd rather numb themselves out. They'd rather numb themselves out than face the truth. But there's something about the fact that they know that you see what they never wanted you to see of what they did. Like somebody did something and they could have denied it or told you that you were crazy, that never happened. Like somebody's sibling or somebody in somebody's family, or different messages for different people. Whoever this person is, somebody told you that you're wrong, you're lying, that never happened, I never did that to you. You're making things up, and they tried to make you feel guilty. They tried to make you feel guilty. They tried to program within you for you to betray yourself. Like that you didn't see the truth, that actual truth that you were seeing. They were trying to voice that truth. You were always a lighthouse. You were always a lighthouse. And this always aggravated this person because they couldn't pull the wool over your eyes fully. They couldn't fully pull the wool over your eyes. You just love this person so much that you gave somebody chance after chance after chance after chance. You gave somebody a chance. Somebody feels like that they... Okay, so yeah, something is changing. Betrayal. Guys, betrayal. There's a big change happening. Somebody could be being betrayed in their life. Somebody could be moving. Somebody feels like they're betraying themselves. But moving. Somebody's moving. Something is moving pieces. Betrayal. A lot of moving pieces. A lot of different people moving around this chessboard. Somebody's moving around different pieces. Chess pieces on a chessboard. Telling people what to do on a conference call. Telling people what to do. This is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to be. I'm calling the shots. Somebody's calling the shots. Someone's constantly moving. Somebody's constantly moving. They feel like that they can't settle down, but it's because what they're running away from inside of themselves. But somebody feels shipwrecked. Maybe somebody can't move. Somebody does not have the option to move. Somebody feels like they want to move, but it's like, no matter if they're moving or not, somebody feels like shipwrecked inside, within. They feel shipwrecked within. They feel like they can't. Maybe something about their vessel, like their life is shipwrecked. Their life has made somebody end up feeling isolated. So haunted. Somebody feels haunted. Facade. Somebody, Somebody was so cruel to you. The things that somebody said were so cruel and belittling and unkind and lacked compassion, lacked like human decency. Somebody verbally abused you and bullied you so badly. Suppression. To suppress the very power and the love, the self-love, and the truth that they see beaming out of you, you guys. They talked like that to you to suppress your own love of self, of life, because they couldn't stand what they saw in you. You guys, this person couldn't stand what they saw in you. Because this person was probably verbally, most likely, I'm getting like most definitely for some, abused and bullied and belittled by another person. But it's almost like somebody feels like that they betrayed their own morals and values, like their own moral compass. They feel like they betrayed. Like they know that something is happening in their life because of, literally it's because of like how they feel about how they treated you. Like everything is God, source, spirit, creator, universe. And it's like they could compartmentalize it and look away for however long, but it's not cutting it anymore. Something is starting to take a toll on someone. Someone is like this suppressing of the truth is starting to take a toll on someone. While things are unfolding for you, something is taking a toll on somebody. Feels totally shipwrecked. The illusion has totally sunk beneath the surface. It's gone. There is no illusion anymore. There could be people in this person's life. Hollow. Confirmation. The illusion that something had substance, what they thought that it was, like somebody's in a relationship with somebody else, what they thought that it was, it's not actually what they want it to be, or what they thought that it could be, or thought that it was. It's like somebody is starting to realize this person isn't who they thought that they were. They see that you're going the right way, you're going in the right direction. Meanwhile, this person feels shipwrecked. They see that things are unfolding for you. Meanwhile, this person feels hollow inside. Because you went down you chose to go down the rabbit hole yourself, even if everybody was like, it's the wrong way, you're going the wrong way. Hey, you're going the wrong direction. Oh, I'm better than that person because look I'm ticking off all these boxes, and that means that I made it. That means that I'm fulfilled. That means that I'm better than this person. Meanwhile, like, these people or this person didn't even understand what you were going through, what you were facing. The pain that you had endured and the trauma that you were trying to heal, that now you truly have integrated things that are freeing up this space for you to be able to create things that you've always wanted to create and be the person that you've always wanted to be. And maybe it's not happening the way that you ever thought that it would happen, let alone what like society told you that it would look like, or how it would be, or what it needed to look like to be whatever society needs it to be. It's like, no, you're just being yourself and you're letting it unfold naturally. You're letting yourself love yourself for who you are right the fuck now. And letting yourself enjoy your life right now. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? All you can focus on is what you're going to do right now, and how you're going to go about things right now. What you're going to choose to do right now. And you're learning to let the rest go. It's like you have unanchored yourself from something in the past, like that this person thought for sure would always, that you'd always be carrying this on your shoulders, carrying this in your heart, but someone can see that you fucking let it go. You fucking let it go. And that's eating away at people. Like, it's eating away at someone, because like, what have they not let go of? Or what have they not faced inside of themselves? You literally let something go by going so deeply. It's like you've let it go by like seeing that it was a part of you, to the point where you're like, I don't even need to hold it because it just is what it is. But someone tried to let it go by thinking that it was never there, that it didn't exist. Or what happened never happened. Or by like swearing up and down that there was nothing to even let go of or to hold on to. Meanwhile, something has been holding on to them this entire time. Their own conscience. Somebody's having like this deep confrontation with their own conscience. And they feel like they're being sucked into this whirlpool. And they're being chased down by their own unhappiness. Somebody who feels incompetent is projecting onto you that you are incompetent, but really this person feels incompetent. It's like they made you feel incompetent because they actually felt afraid and insecure that they were incompetent, that they couldn't do something. So then they wanted you to feel like that you were incompetent and that you couldn't do something. Tell me about this person. Tell me about this regretful person who is despairing. Obsessing. Someone's obsessing. Consumed. Tormented. Loss of control. Liar. Mistrust. Hiding. Deceiving. Clarify liar. So someone obsessing about a lie. Cheater. Heartless. Lies. Somebody could have lied to themselves, or like lied about you, or somebody else lied about you and said that you were a cheater, or that you cheated or something like that, or they lied to themselves that you would cheat, or somebody could have abandoned you or betrayed you by abandoning you. You saw where this person lied to themselves, and that's why they treated you the way that they did and cut you loose. Somebody could have cut you loose because you saw through. You didn't want to see it. Somebody, like, different messages for different people, but there could have been a part of you that didn't want to see the truth about this person because of what it reminded you of, or who it reminded you of, like who someone actually ended up reminding you of. It's like it could have been very disheartening that you saw what you saw in this person and like why they were acting like that. Or this could be somebody's sibling, and this sibling like cheats on their partners. Like this person is somebody is a serial cheater. This person was heartless towards you, brutal, unloving, harsh. Oh God, the way that this person spoke to you. This could have been a friend, a sibling, somebody in your family, somebody is a serial cheater. Somebody treats their partners how they treated you. Emotional, affected, hysterical. There's those roses again. I feel like you wouldn't even entertain an argument with this person if they even tried. Like you wouldn't even open up a line of communication. You wouldn't go there. You wouldn't rise to it. You wouldn't react to it. It's like there's something about somebody that's like you're truly done with this person. Somebody knows that you're truly done because they know that you see them as a liar. Because somebody knows that you know that they lied to you. They lied to you over and over and over again about multiple different things. And there's something about like a really big important thing that they lied to you about. Where they were trying to cover up something that they did, and they outright lied, and they tried to make you feel guilty and make you seem like that you were lying, that you were not seeing the truth, or that you were maliciously lying about this person when you were actually just hitting the nail right on the head, and it got too close to home for somebody, and it made them feel like that they were spiraling out of control, and so they had to hurl these accusations at you that you were lying, or that you were unstable, that you were being vindictive, that you were crazy, that you were out of control, that you were doing it to hurt them, when really you were just seeing the truth of what this person did to hurt you, what this person did to abuse you, how this person hurt you, how this person abused you, how this person fucking tormented you. They made a decision, okay, and they committed to that decision. And they were not torn as if like, should I do this or should I not? No, they made a decision. And that decision was to make you feel a certain way, to make you feel the same way that they were made to feel. Because they wanted you to hate yourself the way that they hated themselves. This person made a decision. They don't like the decision that they made, but they have to live with that decision. Somebody feels regretful of that decision, of that choice. There are multiple things in this person's life that they regret. Multiple choices that they've made that they regret making those choices. Somebody has assaulted multiple people. Different messages for different people. They can no longer justify their own heartless actions and their own heartless behavior, okay? And they thought that like them snooping was them trying to remain in control, thinking that they could just snoop a loop and see what's going on. Maybe something about Snoop Dogg. But now someone totally realizes that something is totally out of their control now. You are no longer under this person's control. Your mind is no longer influenced by this person's manipulative and abusive tactics that kept you hiding your light away so that you wouldn't get preyed on by this person or people like this person. There's always going to be people like this person out there who are going to prey on you because of the light that you shine, because of who you are, because of how connected to your soul that you are, because of what you face inside of yourself. But it's like, I want to be the one to tell you that, yeah, it can be triggering sometimes when people act a certain way towards you because of who you are. But guess what? It's just like they're always going to be there. But when it happens, it's about you being there for yourself. When that happens, when projection happens, people hurl things at you, it's about you standing there like a lighthouse of truth and being the lighthouse keeper for yourself. And standing there, standing strong there with yourself and being like, yep, we see what's going on here. We see what's happening. We see how this person is treating us because of how this person feels deep down inside about something about themselves. And yes, everyone's a teacher and everyone's a student, and maybe this person is our teacher to have an opportunity to figure out how we want to act. Another opportunity for us to act how we want to act, not react the way that we were taught to react. How we're going to choose to act in the face of people who want to make us react because of the way that they're internally caught in a fucking tempest of their own shit that they don't want to face. So instead, they hurl the things that they want to hurl right at you to get you off your square. There's something about like, get out of my square. Get out of my square. Yeah. Committed to something that is actually very insincere. Guys, hollow. Somebody feels hollow inside, or something is hollow. Some sort of relationship is hollow. Mockery, irony, ridicule, sarcasm. So someone who used to taunt you is now being taunted by memories of some sort of situation that they tried to dismiss, of memories of your face, or of memories of your tears. I'm getting that song by Zakk Wylde, No More Tears. No more tears. Or is that Ozzy Osbourne? The light in the window is a crack in the sky, a stairway to darkness in the blink of an eye. A levee of tears to learn she'll never be coming back. The man in the dark will bring another attack. The man in the dark will bring another attack. Somebody could be attacking this person. the version of you that you were when this person could control you, or the version of you that you used to be when this person knew you, is no longer coming back. But you're back, baby, back better than ever, but more yourself than you ever were before. Because back in the day, you were lost in the fog. And still, even back then, this part of you was ringing the fog bell to try to warn you about this person, or to try to let you know that something wasn't right, that something was off in this situation with these people, in multiple different situations, that something was off. There was a part of you that was always there ringing the fog bell, trying to let you know, hey, I know that you can't see me right now. I know that things are confusing right now, but I need you to understand that there's something that you're not seeing clearly about the situation here, but you feel it. What you feel is clear. What you feel is clear, but what you're seeing is muddy, and it's not what you think that it is. And someone is not being honest. Like, this person was not honest. Like, somebody was lied to your face. Like, somebody is remembering a memory of, like, where they lied to your face. Somebody is haunted by several different memories of several different people, of, like, they just did the same thing over and over again to several different people. But there's something about you that's very significant to someone, that it's not like all the other times, because there was something about how you dealt with the situation, how you moved through the situation, or who you've become since then, like how you've healed since then, how you've taken your power back from this person. Like somebody like living in the delusion or the illusion that they were better off, when it's like something is so completely hollow that your true sovereign and loving substance of a soul that you carry makes it undeniable how hollow something is in this person's life. And this is like a message that is very difficult for me to deliver right now. Like, I feel like I could burst into tears right now. But I don't know if I already said this or not. I've tried to record this reading over the past few days, but the energy has been so difficult for me that I don't know. I got all up in my head about it. Got all up in my own emotions about it. I'm just doing the best that I can here. Anyways, the light in the window, it's like someone is sitting in the dark. The light in the window is a crack in the sky. A stairway to darkness in the blink of an eye. A levee of tears to learn she'll never be coming back. The man in the dark will bring another attack. Your mama told you that you're not supposed to talk to strangers. Look in the mirror. Tell me, do you think your life's in danger? Someone's talking, they feel like a stranger to themselves. They feel like they're in a room full of strangers. They feel like they're by themselves and they're in a room full of strangers, but it's everyone that they know, but it doesn't feel real. Someone was in denial of who they really are, so they're looking face to face in the mirror and they're seeing a stranger because they don't even know what it is that they're seeing, because the illusion isn't there anymore. No more tears. Another day passes as the night closes in. The red light goes on to say it's time to begin. I see a man around the corner waiting. Can he see me? I close my eyes and wait to hear the sound of someone screaming here. Stand in your truth. You're standing in your truth. It's just a sign of the times. It's just a sign of the times going forward in reverse. Still, he who laughs last is just a hand in the bush. So now that it's over, can't we just say goodbye? I'd like to move on and make the most of the night. Maybe a kiss before I leave you this way. Your lips are so cold, I don't know what else to say. I never wanted it to end this way. Believe me when I say, to you in love, I think I'm falling here. I think I'm falling. No more tears. going forward in reverse. Something, divorce in reverse. Something about Spirit has been sending you messages. Maybe somebody thought that somebody was going to get divorced, but it's like they were projecting their own circumstances onto you or something like that. Or like somebody, there's something about the way that this person communicates with somebody else that they're in a relationship with. Like, I feel like they don't, what is this? Somebody's holding on to something that's hollow. It's not about actually connecting, it's about control. So someone, it's like communication to control, or to hold on to something, to possess someone, or something is about financial security. Yeah, somebody feels trapped. Literally, guys, by their own selfish decision, they knew what they were doing when they did it, but now they just feel like they didn't get what they expected out of that. Something is not successful. Some sort of relationship is not satisfactory. It is not successful. Maybe it looks like that on the outside. How does this look on the outside, Spirit? Like, that people can't actually really see what's going on underneath the surface of what this is. There's like an agreement where it's like, it's more so like a business or an agreement than an actual connection, because it's built upon a lie, and it's a facade that's built for a specific purpose that something is built for a specific purpose, but what it is isn't enough anymore. Somebody doesn't feel like that it's enough. Some sort of it's like they had it all planned out. Somebody had something all planned out, and it was like all their calculations were correct, but then it's like they didn't factor in emotions or their soul into this equation. And so it's like somebody got what they wanted, but it's not what they actually want. Like somebody's got what they wanted, but they're not happy. Somebody got what they wanted, but literally. What somebody thought was stable, what somebody thought was safe, was like fail safe, like what somebody thought gave them structure, what kept them afloat, it's actually sinking. They feel like they're drowning in whatever this is. There is no love in this situation. Like somebody's realizing that they're super incompatible with someone. And there's constant, like, there's something about like an emotional immaturity where it's just like this constant rows or constant disagreements. It's like there's constantly something going on in this situation. It's this never ending fucking conflict with this in this person's, like, even it's so many different messages for different people, but it's like someone's life, it's like never ending conflicts, never ending situations, never ending, something is never ending. Because something was built on a lie. Tell me more about what's going on. Different messages for different people. Someone feels burdened by the choices that they made. I feel like they got warnings about this too. They got little nudges, little messages from the soul coming to them, through them, for them, all around them, and they were ignored. It's like something doesn't cut it anymore. Somebody could be seeing this person clearly too for what they really are. There's also something in the flesh, like somebody saw you in the flesh, like somebody saw you like in person, like in real life or something like that. Somebody caught a glimpse of you in real life. Maybe you didn't know that, or you didn't realize that, or you did. It's like maybe somebody's feelings about you surprised themselves when they saw you, or they caught a glimpse of you in person, and it hit them like a freight train more than they thought that it would. Let's see here. What else, Spirit? Let's go in deeper here, Spirit. Bring me down the rabbit hole, Spirit. Let's go deeper. I'm getting like kicking and screaming. Some sort of change is happening. Someone is kicking and screaming. What's going on with this person? Regretful. This kicking and screaming. Pain. They're in pain. Confusion. Pain and confusion. They're lost in the rabbit hole. A part of themselves, they're connecting with a part of themselves that they alienated themselves from. And they feel like that something happened in their childhood. Remember that song, Souvenirs? Some sort of memory, misdirection that they felt like got them off course, or where they went off course, or something that happened in the past where they caused pain for you, that's where they feel like then they spiraled down into a direction that they feel like that they should have never went in. maybe even caused you pain by alienated you, and ever since someone's been spiraling down a direction that they haven't wanted to go in, but it's so somebody maybe somebody caused confusion in your life, like caused other people to see you a certain way, which caused you a lot of pain, and it caused other people to be alienated from you, or you to be alienated from other people, which caused you a lot of pain. And ever since then, somebody feels incomplete love in reverse. Incomplete love in reverse. Block in reverse. They've been going with the flow of their own fear that made them feel like that if they didn't have something, or that something didn't seem a certain way, if something didn't look a certain way, then they would never be enough, or that they would never be safe. And so somebody chose something that wasn't love to try to quell this feeling of incompleteness that they felt inside of themselves. So they've been going in the flow. They've been going down this crazy river, this current that they want to get out of, or they want to stop going in this direction. It's like they literally did something to try to make them feel like that they weren't incomplete, or that they weren't devastated, or they weren't like they didn't feel hollow because of something that they did, or a way that they were, or what they lost, what somebody else made them lose, what somebody else made them feel that they were disconnected from, which is why they treated you the way that they treated you. It's like somebody treated you a certain way because they felt hollow, because they felt so disconnected from the source inside of themselves. There's something about, like, you are a person of substance, and I feel like this person has found it hard to find someone like you. Even if this is like a sibling, somebody feels like I'm getting that one Kanye song. There'll never be another you. There is nothing that you have to do. There'll never be another you. There's nothing that you even have to do but be yourself. Okay, so incomplete. Love in reverse. Devoid of love, incomplete. Grief. Somebody's starting to feel their grief, that they feel incomplete, of their own disapproval of what they did to someone that they loved, that they claimed to love. Regret. Regret again. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay. Maybe somebody sees that you have love. Maybe somebody's sibling sees that you have love, but they don't feel like that they have that same type of love. Good fortune. Something about your good fortune. TikTok. Something was only a matter of time. Inevitable. Something is inevitable. TikTok. Something about a stopwatch. The answer to disrespected boundaries is not a fight, it's distance. So ever since you created distance between you and this person, or ever since you went your separate ways, maybe something about a contract that you signed, or something that came through for you. You were meant to walk away from this person because you were meant to see the truth about this person, the truth that they didn't want to see. And you walking away from this person was what was meant to reflect back to this person the truth. That was the fog bell right there. Okay, I know that you're in the fog because of the things that you went through and because the abuse that you endured and that you suffered, but this is not okay. So I am removing my presence from your life, and that in and of itself is the fog bell that is ringing, trying to tell you what's going on. Or in the hopes that some part of you will hear that some part of you will hear the part of yourself that I'm reflecting back to you by removing my presence from your life. Something is only, okay, so good fortune. So something is only a matter of time. Something will be coming in for you. It's only a matter of time. Maybe something to do with TikTok. Maybe someone's on TikTok. Or somebody feels like it's only a matter of time before they bump into you again. Or somebody always knew that there was something to do. There was something, household name. Something is only a matter of time before you become a household name, or it's like people in this person's life talk about you, but I feel like this person feels, what does this person feel when other people in this person's life talk about you? What does this person feel, Spirit, when other people in this person's life talk about you? Blocked. Creation. Unsupported in reverse. Boisterous. You are never too much for those that see you. Somebody feels like annoyed when people bring you up because, like I said, somebody does not feel seen by these people. They do not feel heard. They feel lonely and unknown. They feel unknown and lonely in a room full of people. And even when those people bring you up, maybe something about your support, success. What does this person feel? What does this person feel when other people bring this person up? Speechless. Shock. Maybe somebody brought you up. Skeptical in reverse. They can no longer be skeptical. They don't even know what to say. Shock. Maybe somebody else has been snooping or curious, or somebody has been like looking into your life, somebody that this person knows. Maybe somebody could be skeptical of something that you were doing or who you were or who you were becoming, but it's like somebody is no longer skeptical. Like they're finally seeing something clearly and they don't know what to say and they're shocked. Skeptical in reverse came out again. Clarify skeptical in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Resentment in reverse. Change. You've changed. You've changed. Because you saw the truth. Someone feels like small. Someone feels small because they're just like, they no longer hold that position of power in your life. They don't have any power over you anymore. For them to be able to make you feel a certain way, for them to be able to make you feel judged, to make you feel small, to make you feel irrelevant, to make you feel silly. They don't have the power to make you feel that way anymore. They figured that out, that they have no say in your life. Depression. Connection in reverse. People pleasing in reverse. You're no longer a people pleaser. You're no longer putting this person first or putting anyone like before you. You come first so that you can give yourself what you need to give yourself, so that you can fill your own cup up, so that you can have a cup to give to other people. But you need to fill your own cup up first. You're no longer the people pleasing, but you're standing in your truth. You're standing in your strength. You're standing with your boundaries. You put a fucking line in the sand. Someone's shocked. Like, who is this person? Past life connection, tombstone. Something. Tombstone. Neutralizing your opponent with wisdom, right? Just like the Tempest. In the end, he forgives the people who betrayed him. And here's one thing from that. There's a quote from that play. That I feel kind of sums up what I was just saying here. Our revels now are ended. These, our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherit, shall dissolve, and like this insubstantial pageant faded, and that's weird, I've been using substantial or substance this whole time, and like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. So it's like somebody is being like forced to review their life up until this point. Maybe somebody had a near-death experience. They wanted to see you suffer. They want to see you suffer, but they're not seeing you suffering. They're seeing you overcoming. Some of them are seeing you thriving. They're seeing you reclaim your own peace. The peace that they had thought that they had destroyed, or that they had tried to destroy, or that they had destroyed for many years. They're seeing you reclaiming your peace. And it's reflecting back to them their own suffering, and that they're reacting to the fact that you love yourself, or that you are being supported, or that you are being loved, that you are being seen clearly for who you are. That they tried to spin the narrative and create the illusion that you were something that you are not. That is sinking too. Someone's illusion of you is sinking. They can't see you the way that they needed to see you anymore. They are just being forced to see you clearly because you see who you are clearly, and you're letting yourself be yourself. I'm getting like, clearly they were wrong about you. It's like somebody's like, clearly you were wrong about them, or like, clearly you were the one in the wrong about this situation. Like, clearly you were the one in the wrong. Like, were you really clear about the choice that you made before you made it? Or did you just make it? Thinking that that was going to be the be end all of everything. And now someone's just sitting in a frickin' ship and it's sinking. Hollowed out ship. They're just sitting in this, like, this ship. They thought it was safe. They thought it was foolproof. Something about like a hat. You know those like 90s hats, like Jamiroquai or whatever his name is? Something about a hat like that. Somebody could have a hat like that. Jamiroquai song. Futures made of virtual insanity will always seem to be governed by this love we have for useless twisting of our own reality. Oh, now there is no sound, for we all live underground. Now there is no sound, if we all live underground. Virtual insanity again, like Terminator, time travel. Virtual, so somebody's virtual, somebody I don't know. Somebody's looking at you online. Virtual insanity. They wanted to see you suffer. Somebody could be a police officer. Somebody knows that you are your own shaman, that you are healing yourself. Something about a daughter of a narcissistic mother, daughter of a narcissistic father. What else, Spirit? Somebody who gave you fake support. Somebody who... Yeah, so somebody wants to see you suffer. They want to see you react to what they have to say. Haters gonna hate, okay? Haters gonna hate, creators gonna create. Some sort of hater hates themselves. It's like somebody who thought of you as an enemy. Or you, somebody who you feel is your enemy, even though you never wanted to be anyone's enemy. It's like they're watching you succeed and it's eating at them. There you go, confirmation. So somebody who wanted to see you suffer is seeing you succeed and it's eating away at them. So some sort of hater's gonna hate. Somebody just watches to see you suffer, to see you fail, but they're not seeing you fail. So that's why somebody looked you up, because they're thinking that you were gonna be failing. But instead somebody's seeing you succeed and it's eating away at them. Somebody could even be trying to copy you. It's like, this is what I'm saying. It's like something is never going to work out for someone because this is how they think about another person. That's actually just a reflection of them. They have to deal with what's inside of themselves instead of trying to projecting everything onto you and hating on you, trying to bring you down to make themselves feel better. That's their problem right there. And that's why something isn't happening for someone. But somebody doesn't want to face that about themselves. That's what somebody needs to face inside of themselves. Somebody thinks that they're being so clever in like what they're choosing to say to you. It's like they think that they're being so clever and cool in how they're trying to put you down. But they're actually just exposing themselves and their own emotional immaturity and their lack of insight. And yeah, so I guess it is what it is. It's like somebody wants to do what you do, or they want to be like how you are, but then it's like they disrespect you and try to talk down to you and try to like invalidate you because of their own insecurity. And it's just crazy because it's just like, there's something inside of this person that they're not wanting to face. What is it that they're not wanting to face? There's something inside of this person. Somebody doesn't want to face their own like loneliness, like their own disconnect from themselves. And some sort of triggering event that made this person feel like a disappointment. It's like to see you in your flow makes somebody painfully aware of like their own where they're blocked, where they feel blocked because of what somebody said that made this person feel like that they couldn't be who they wanted to be, or they couldn't do what they wanted to do. Something about somebody's anxiety. Somebody thinks that you don't see who they are, but you do see who they are, and you do see why they're doing what they're doing. But it's like, it's sad because they don't see why they're doing what they're doing. Somebody's just going to be stuck in this chaos until they face why they feel trapped, and until they make a decision to actually deal with something inside of themselves instead of throwing it at everybody else, instead of blaming it on everybody else, or instead of projecting onto everyone else, instead of projecting onto you. Like, somebody needs to shine that light. And it's like, that's the thing. It's like, that's why somebody is reacting to you the way that they are, because you just being yourself is the light that's shining on something that they don't want to see. It's like somebody's snooping on you or watching you just to see you fail, or to try to freaking be Sherlock Holmes, try to figure out something about you instead of but it's turning around back on them. That's the thing. You've already figured out something inside of yourself. You've already seen it. You live there. That is you. You are the rabbit hole. This is what I'm saying. Somebody's trying to play some sort of mind game with you inside of their own mind with themselves. Like, you're just like a prop in someone's mind. It's like somebody thinks they're having a conversation with you, but they're having a conversation with themselves. They're using you as a prop. Somebody doesn't even know who you are. And they have this magnifying glass, and they're trying to watch what you're doing. They're trying to see what you're doing. They're trying to, right, project something onto you to the point where, no, they're falling into a rabbit hole, and it's you are shining a light. Your energy is shining a light on this person. And they were not prepared for what they were going to feel and what they were going to see, and their own illusions that they cling to is sinking. And they're painfully aware of like how they feel shipwrecked. And then it's like somebody's like paranoid that it's like somehow like in the play that you did it, like that somehow you're doing this. It's like this person's doing it. It's like, no, this person did it to themselves. This person did it to themselves. You're just there being you. You don't have to waste your energy doing spells on another person. You just focus on your life and your own magic and your own love, and what you're going to focus on, what you're going to focus your energy on, what you're going to focus your attention on. That is the magic. You are the magic. Everyone is the magic. Someone's just playing games with themselves in their own mind. Somebody trying to snoop on you, trying to watch you fail, trying to figure out what's wrong with you, what's wrong with them, what are they doing? It's like, well, what is this person doing? Like, is there something wrong with this person? Like, why is this person focusing on you so much? Why is this person like so emotionally tumultuous? Like, what's going on with that? Like, what's going on within this person? You just so happen to be shining a light on it. They don't like it, so they don't like you. Is it that they don't like you, or they don't like a part of themselves? I think that's probably what it is. I think that's more so what it actually is. They don't like how, somebody doesn't like your happiness or your stability that you built for yourself after living a lifetime of being unstable, right? Going through many periods of instability and unhappiness, right? That forced you to be as independent as you are, that forced you to have to build up what it is that you've built up. You had to build that tower on your own. The lighthouse just wasn't there. You had to make that lighthouse. You had to build that foundation. Brick by brick, you had to do that yourself, right? And then it's like somebody's like, well, I haven't done something for myself. It's like, because they're trying to deny that. It's like they're trying to act like they don't feel how they feel about something that didn't work out. So it's like something about like remember that thing about the ship? It's like the ship with the anchor. It's like they're not actually moving. They're not actually sailing. They're just like floating there in the ocean in one spot. But it's like, it's the illusion of like, okay, well, I'm sailing, like I'm going somewhere, like I'm doing something, like I'm moving on. And it's like, no, you're not. Like it's literally an illusion. And now the illusion is literally sinking. Because it was just that. It was just an illusion. Truth. It was just an illusion. So someone's whole self-concept, it's like, okay, but what's really going on there? Like, who are you really being? Like, someone is talking to you and it's just like, someone's like, I'm this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, well, the way that you're treating me, it's like, you're not actually this, that, or the other thing. The way that you're literally choosing to talk to me and address me is showing me everything that I need to know. And so it doesn't matter what title you have. It doesn't matter what label you slap on you. It doesn't matter what you say that something is, because I see what's going on right now underneath the surface. I see really like the substance of what it is that you're really trying to say to me. And I feel the energy of what you're really trying to say. So who are you anyway? Like, so what is this anyway? So what are you doing anyway? It's like someone's coming to you for clarity, but they don't respect you. That's the problem right there. You clearly see that somebody doesn't respect you, and that somebody doesn't respect themselves either. And someone doesn't even see that clearly about themselves. Like, the way that they are is showing clearly what is going on underneath the surface that they don't actually want to see and they're not aware of. But it's like, you're painfully aware of it. You're painfully aware of it all. There's something about somebody who like received bad advice or something like that. And they feel like their dreams have been shattered. Or someone feels like they're living a nightmare. Like I said, somebody thinks that getting what you thought you wanted, but it's not what you really want at all. So it's like someone wants like healing and transformation, but they don't want the truth. They want whatever it is that they want, but then you're revealing it anyways. But then somebody projects something onto you that isn't actually you, it's themselves, and they feel uncomfortable because they didn't want a mirror, they just wanted someone to tell them what they wanted to hear. And then the way that they react when that happens, it tells you right away what's going on inside of them anyways, so. And other people can see it too. Like, other people are aware, other people can see it, other people can read between the lines. Somebody thought that they were, like, taking the safer path that was going to lead to an outcome that they thought was a surefire thing, but they're finally starting to realize that they can't sneak away from their own sneakiness, that they're not in control of something. Something about false promises, and they felt like that they were led astray by another person, or they were promised something that somebody didn't deliver. It's like someone's looking at their life and looking at everything that they've done. Everything that's been built up, and somebody could be feeling like something that they built up, everything that they've built up, or everything that they've done, something is going up in flames. New beginnings in reverse. It's all good in reverse. Stripping illusions in reverse. It's not all good. It's not a stripping of an illusion, it's a sinking. Maybe a sinking feeling, a sinking of an illusion. If somebody's getting a sinking feeling about something. June Osborne, The Handmaid's Tale. Fighting for justice, reclaiming your voice, sending anger, and then I got a different one, sending anger back to source. Sending anger through forgiveness. People can't control you by getting a rise out of you, by making you angry, by making you feel the pain that is actually the thing that they're trying to hide by doing what they're doing to you. To get that reaction from you, they want to see that pain outside of themselves because it's the pain that they actually feel inside. Somebody feels like that they know that you know that they're in pain. You could be going somewhere and there's going to be some financial opportunities. You can be flying somewhere, or somebody something about flying planes or something about helicopters. Panic. Skill. Somebody's panicking because of some sort of skill that you have. Maybe somebody's panicking because something about their own skill. Something that they're skilled at. Maybe something is happening. Narrative. The narrative of your skill. So your skill is like shattering this narrative that was this illusion that someone cast over your abilities. So someone is panicking because other people can see that you're skilled at something and that you have amazing, that you have true sight, that you can actually see the truth, that you're a true seer. So somebody knows that you're a true seer and that you saw the truth, that you know the truth, that you know that they were lying. Quantum thread. It's like you pulled at this thread. You unraveled everything. You went down the rabbit hole. Someone's fucking freaking out because they know that you know. But they're just like, how do they know? But they know, like, at some deep intrinsic level inside of themselves, they know that you know. They know that you know. They know that you figured it out. They feel like that you have completely stripped them naked and you see every single lie that they ever told you. Every single thing that they've ever done, that they try to fucking hide and control how it seems and how other people, like, see them, like, and how everything looks. Like, it's like literally like somebody knows that you know that something is a sham, that you know that something is a facade, that you know that something is totally fucking hollow. So something about a narrative that somebody tried to spin about your skill, like somebody was like, well, that would never work out. It's like, that's too messy, or that choice is too messy, or like that path like seems uncontrolled and, you know, it's going nowhere. Like something isn't going anywhere and like this person doesn't know what they're doing. It's like you were, right? You were losing your mind to find your soul. You had to lose your path to find the fucking path. Once you lost the path, you're like, okay, well, I guess this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But somebody's just like on this rigid path and they don't even want to be doing what they're doing. They don't even want to be there. Somebody feels like somebody doesn't even want them there at this point. Somebody doesn't even want them there. Somebody's afraid that somebody doesn't even want to be there anymore. But they're there anyways because it's like two people who have this agreement to just like wear a fucking blindfold. We're both going to wear blindfolds and we're both going to do what we're told to do or what we're expected to do because this is the expectation, but it's like nobody wants to be there. It's like something about like a room full of people and it's like no one fucking actually wants to be there. No one actually wants to be doing what somebody is telling them to do, but they're doing it anyway. Maybe something's going on at this person's work or something like that. It's like people are starting to talk about your skill and this person is panicking. Maybe somebody feels like that they are less skilled than you or something like that and they're panicking. Like they're panicking. But it's like, why is somebody comparing anyways? But anyways, yeah, somebody was lying about your abilities or something like that. And this lighthouse, just being who it is that you are. And now the truth is plain to see. And someone is panicking because it's like somebody created some sort of narrative or somebody spun some sort of narrative to make you seem a certain way or to make you feel like that you weren't as skilled as you actually are or that you were doing something deceptive with your skills to try to affect another person. But it's like something that's happening to somebody is literally because of something going on inside themselves and what they're doing to another person or what they did to another person that they're actually in denial of. So it's almost like somebody spun a certain narrative to make you look like the aggressor in a certain situation or to make you come across as deceptive or in the wrong when this person was doing something that was wrong in a group of people in a situation. So now there are people who are feeling betrayed by this person who lied about you and who spun. There are people who are feeling betrayed by somebody who lied about you and spun the narrative that you were the one who did something when it was actually this person who did something. What did this person do? And so there are people who feel regretful that they believed in a lie that another person said, and they're thinking back to, somebody feels like that they can't move on. There's something about, what are those vans? BMWs, or like a hippie van or something like that. Somebody could be a surfer. So there are people who were trying to get to the bottom of what happened, and some of those people were the ones that were kind of snooping on you or trying to spy on what you're doing, or who have got their binoculars out. But now it's like they got on this boat with another person, and now it's like the illusion that this person got this person to buy is now sinking. Like that somebody has a sinking feeling. Somebody's heart is sinking. Guys, somebody's heart is sinking because of what they're seeing, because they're being shown the truth of who you are, and they're seeing you clearly, and they're realizing that someone lied about you, lied about the whole situation to get them to do what they wanted them to do, to get them on their side. It's like somebody's like, why did I pick a side? Like, why were there even sides to begin with? Because somebody was like practicing the art of war, trying to divide and conquer in order to conquer the situation that they felt was spiraling out of their control, because they knew that you saw through their fucking tactics that they were doing to control other people and frickin' be tyrannical as fuck. And so now there are people who are realizing why you walked away from a situation, because you were trying to keep your heart intact, because you were connected to your heart, because you were trying to do what was right, because something didn't feel right, something was off, it wasn't fair how you were being made to feel. And so now there are feelings that are bubbling up to the surface. There's guilt that's bubbling up to the surface for these people who betrayed you, because they didn't even know that they were betraying something, that they were betraying someone who didn't even do anything. It's like they betrayed their own truths. Like somebody feels like there are people who are panicking because they feel like they betrayed their own truth by betraying you. They're trapped in their minds. You did something to say to the universe, to yourself, to everyone involved, I love myself and this is not okay. And I'm not just going to sit here and take this. I'm not just going to sit here and go along with this when this isn't love. This isn't loving. This isn't right. This is not kind. This is not what somebody is pretending that it is. This is not what, like, everyone's pretending that something is. Because they're like, oh, well, this is how it should be, and this is how we have to seem, and this is how we have to come across. It's like, okay, well, now someone's seeing themselves. And that's a bridge that they're going to have to come across. They're going to have to get across that bridge to get to the other side. But to do that, they're going to have to see themselves. And they're going to have to feel their own guilt at what they did in this, like, fucking frenzy, like a feeding frenzy, like something about sharks and a feeding frenzy. It's like somebody smelled blood in the water and it was like a feeding frenzy. What the fuck was happening? Why do I get like this is something that happened at work for someone too, or something about someone's job? I'm getting like you had a real shot at something and somebody wanted to shoot you down. Somebody wanted to take something for themselves. Somebody saw that someone really loved you and it brought out something inside of them that they didn't want to acknowledge. Just like somebody sees, there are people who see the work that you put into things, that you've put into yourself, and that you've done it with love, for love, on behalf of spirit, on behalf of the soul, the one soul at the heart of all things. They're worrying about it. They're in this like state of like resistance of what has been revealed, but they're kind of just like sitting there looking at it. Like the waves are just crashing down on them. They're just like, it's like the anchor's tied to their foot and they're in this ocean, and they're just like swirling around. They're just swirling around. Somebody feels really vulnerable. I'm getting off their rocker. Someone is off their rocker because they can't go anywhere. Like, they're shipwrecked. They're there. Somebody's trying to make something work and it's not working. Somebody's like, it just happened for them. Why did it get to happen? Like, it just happened. It's like, it didn't just happen. You put work into something. You put work into something. Hard work pays off. Somebody's seeing that something paid off for you. Somebody in Europe, or somebody who is European, or something about that. Something about, like, when you went to Europe, or somebody that you met in Europe. Maybe this person is watching you and they're seeing you and they don't even know what to do, and somebody feels guilty because of how they treated you, because of how other people treated you, because of how other people saw you, because of how something appeared, because of appearances. Somebody was just keeping up appearances. Somebody was fake. Somebody was predatory and fake and just... The weight of the world on your shoulders. Somebody sees that you're not carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders anymore. But they certainly knew you when you did carry the weight on the world on your shoulders. That other people told you to carry. Like you were some fucking pack horse or some shit like that. Somebody's seen you turn something around. Like, literally turn a situation that would have ended another person, or that, like, literally, that someone has seen that destroy other people. You've turned that around, and you've found yourself, and you've forgiven yourself. You're learning how to, each and every single day, forgive yourself more and more for the things that you see, for the things that you feel, for the things that aren't perfect, for the things that you wish that you could change, but sometimes you feel like you can't. But you're acting with intention, and that intention is love, that intention is truth, and you're quantum leaping. And what that means is you're aligning with love and peace inside of yourself, and figuring out who you are, not who everybody else wants you to be, not what the world expects, right? What you want to be. Like, what you really need. Not what the world needs. What you really need. And that will align with who needs it. Inner child. I'm getting something about pogs. That's a thing from the 90s, right? Professor. Something about a professor. Somebody could be indigenous. Puppet master. I don't know, something about a racist professor. Or maybe something about racism. Anything else to wrap up this reading, Spirit? You've put someone in their face. Sorry, in their face. You've put someone in their place. Or something is right in someone's face. Someone can't look away. Maybe something about your face. Yeah, somebody tried to call you manipulative because you saw through their manipulation. Something about a coworker. Something about a coworker. Can't deal with your silence. or something about your silence is bothering someone's coworker. You put a coworker in their place, or some coworker, some older coworker, or an older coworker, or some sort of coworker has seen you go through some sort of transition, and it's culminated in this complete and total transformation. Now they see you're filling your plate to the fullest. This person was a puppet master. You're putting this person in their place by just being the person that you are and standing in one place in your truth. Like that lighthouse. You're just a lighthouse, just standing in one place, standing in your truth, being who it is that you are. I'm getting like wherever it is that you are, wherever it is that you go, you are who you are, and it is what it is. Someone can't stand that. Some sort of coworker is watching you succeed and it's eating at them. Why is it eating at them? It's like why do they want to see you fail? Why do they want to see an aspect of themselves fail to make themselves feel better because they feel like that they failed? So instead of dealing with those beliefs about themselves, instead of discovering something about themselves, they just want to watch you and see you fail? That's miserable. That is miserable. And I feel like you wanted nothing but the best for this person. You wanted to see this person succeed. At one time, you could have even wanted to help this person. At one time, you felt like super inspired by this person. Something about like something about somebody who knew you when you were more imbalanced in the past, when you were going through the thick of your shit, and you were dealing with an immense amount of unprocessed trauma, and you were really struggling and floundering yourself. It's like somebody who like watched you flounder or something like that. Nostalgia. Somebody's thinking about like who you used to be, or like that time period or something like that. Straight up connection. Somebody still feels connected to you, or you felt like a straight up connection with this person when you first met them. It's like something about your connection. It was a true blue connection with this person, but something that somebody thought was a connection. They thought it was a friendship. They thought it was a real partnership. They thought that it was like a real romance, but it's actually hollow. And it's like they're nostalgic for the past because of what you connect them to. It's like this like time capsule, this like Back to the Future shit. Your integration and you mastering something is reflecting back to somebody else where they're still fragmented. Is there something about your body or this transformation that you've gone under? You're in the spotlight. You are in the spotlight. And you are the spotlight. They're trying to... So yeah, this is what I said. People are trying to trigger you because you're in the spotlight, or because you are the light, because you are the lighthouse. So they're trying to get at you. They're trying to get you to react. They want you to react. They're coming into your temple, into your space, into your energy, coming to watch your art, and they're trying to make you react. Somebody wants to come into your temple to watch your art, to partake in your energy, and they're being disrespectful to that energy that they're trying to take from. Or learn from, or gain from, or to find something in, and what they're finding is something that makes them feel something inside that they don't want to deal with, so instead they project something onto you, period. So maybe there's something about that where it's like when you're in the spotlight, sometimes it's like you're learning how to just forgive yourself. Like when somebody else does something to you, because you're seeing it's a reflection. So then and then it's like almost forgiving yourself for your own reactions that waste your own energy because of what other people do to try to get at you, because of their own energy that they're wasting fuming over whatever it is that you're doing, when you're just a reflection of them. And it's like what they really are mad at is themselves not focusing on what they want to be focusing on themselves. So it's like I feel like you're integrating something to do with like a discomfort of the spotlight by just knowing that you are the love and you are the light. And that light is going to be a spotlight on things inside of yourself and things inside of other people. And then people are always going to be whatever they are for wherever they're at. They're going to react to you and treat you the way that they treat themselves, and based on where they're coming from and where they're at. And that's just what it is. And you see that. And I guess the frustration comes from like how deeply you see that, how much you understand and understand, overstand all of it. And how yet, like, even if you can see and you can understand, other people will not until they're ready, or until they're forced to by themselves, by the circumstances that they themselves present themselves, their soul happening to them, through them, for them. It's going to be what it's going to be, and they're going to realize it eventually if they want to, or if they're ready, or if they have to at their own time. But some sort of cycle is over, right? It's like somebody's like, it's over. Stay focused. Right? There's something that's like triggering you, or it's like something that's coming up for you, and it's just like, you're just like, I know this though. Yeah. So anyways, just because I stepped out of the cycle doesn't mean another person's stepping out of it. Just because I see something doesn't mean another person or other people are going to see it. So I can't control if someone's going to be the way that they're being, or I can't control how someone's going to treat me. So I just have to let them be where they are, and then me stay focused on myself and my own love and my own passions and my own path and what I want to do. I don't want to focus on something that I now deeply understand that was somehow a reflection of a part of me that I'm actually mastering. Because it's there. I see it. Thank you. See you. Got you. Do you got you? Like, do you see you? Because I do. And I feel like that you don't really even see me at all. But now someone is really seeing who it is that you are. Someone who didn't really see you at all. That's the thing. You didn't actually really see me at all, did you? You saw what you wanted to see, what you needed to see to feel better about yourself. Truth. It's like somebody feels like your happiness or your joy or your light has just opened up, just pried open Pandora's box, and somebody is not saying anything anymore. Like, somebody could have talked about you a lot. They're not talking about you anymore. Like, they could have gossiped about you a lot. They're not even gossiping about you at all. Like, they don't want to talk about you, but it's like you're all that they're thinking about. Like, somebody's obsessing. They're on the threshold of some sort of transformation. The threshold of realizing they're at this threshold of realizing their own lack of empathy and the toll that it took on you and what it really felt like. And I don't know if it's because they're experiencing themselves and another person who's treating them the way that they treated you, or they're just seeing where that lack of empathy has really got them. I feel like somebody in this person's life is like devoid. Like it's like someone is hollow and it's just like someone's a robot. Someone feels like someone's a robot, and it's like what they really want is what they got from you. What somebody really is yearning for is the love that they feel that they see that you have, or that you had, or that they had with you. Somebody feels like a robot, and somebody feels like somebody else is a robot. All paths lead to the center. Everything has been leading to this. There has never been a time you have not been on the path. Even when somebody was like, they're not on the path. Everything is everything. It's all the path. But you learned what you needed to learn on your path, and you continue learning it. But someone's just on a path and they don't know why they're there, because they're not wanting to learn why they're even there in the first place, and where they're even going, and why they're going in that direction, and why they chose that choice. But all paths are leading back to the center of the fact that everything is God, and this person is too, but they're terrified of what it means because of what they've done, and the story that they created, and the role that they played in your life. Someone is having to sit with the role that they played in your life and how they treated you. Shame. Somebody feels so ashamed at the role that they played in your life and how they treated you. Somebody feels so ashamed that they never stood up to you. Somebody feels so ashamed the harsh words that they spoke to you. Like, I don't know, somebody's soul just really wants somebody to know that someone is really suffering because something about vanity. Something about like how they talked about you, how they made you feel about yourself and how you looked, how they made you feel about your body, how they treated such a beautiful soul. It's like now somebody sees that you've got like a banging body, like somebody I feel like I'm being pulled in so many different directions. I feel like maybe that's what somebody else feels too. Maybe that's what you feel. You're just like, what is even happening right now? Because there's so many things happening, but it's like this chaos is a part of your path. There's some sort of like divine strategy at foot, okay? That's helping you master something. And maybe there's something that you've been obsessed with, but it's a part of you mastering and taking your power back from something. You obsessing on something to try to understand it, understand it, overstand it. You are becoming a master in something. You're seeing the game for what it is, and you're transcending something. And you're also, some of you could also be overcoming some sort of addiction. Yep. Sadness masks as anger. It's easier to lash out than to collapse. Anything else about this person that's going on with these people that betrayed the collective and these people who are being haunted right now? Something that they ignored, like they ignored the warning signs, and now they feel like there's some sort of problem that they've been sucked into, that they're completely trapped in. It's like they were seduced by some sort of lie, and it's like, so somebody is actually experiencing some sort of betrayal at this moment, and something is a complete and total failure, and it's everything is going up in flames, total chaos. It's like the Titanic is sinking and there's violins playing, but they're headed towards an imminent ending. And so, yeah, somebody is just like feeling that vulnerability and self-doubt because of what you're reflecting back to them. And then that's why they act out and lash out at you and try to make you react and try to belittle you and talk down to you because someone feels small. Someone feels something about their shattered dreams and their own unhappiness and lack of fulfillment. They just want to take a shot at you because you reflect back to them the reality of some sort of choice that they made. And they could have a new beginning if they wanted, but they would need to go to the heart of that wound and the heart of their own unhappiness and the heart of something that happened in their family and something about a betrayal in their family. Somebody betrayed you because of where they were betrayed, and they just perpetuated that onwards. Literally, something was for greed or for finances, or somebody thought that something was stable, or it looks stable, it seems stable, but somebody is literally deceiving somebody behind the scenes. Or that's what happened to you, and you're moving forward from that. Somebody sees that you've moved forward into the unknown, and it makes them feel afraid. Guys, they see that you have made peace with something that they did. You've made peace with some sort of failure, or with something that they did, or what they said, or how they betrayed you. You've found strength in what they did, and you've made peace with it without needing them for anything, for any part of this. You really truly have taken your power back from this person and from these people and from this situation. You've transmuted and alchemized this entire situation into your favor and into your good fortune and into a life worth living. And it's like somebody recognizes what you've done deep down inside. They recognize that magic. Somebody's starting to believe in magic because of you. And somebody is just floating or swirling in this whirlpool of the past. Something to do with somebody's mother, somebody's family. Something about like instability or repeating a negative pattern. Resisting change. Like some sort of change is coming, so some sort of change is happening. But they've been resisting seeing something or facing something this entire time. And now something is eating away at somebody. And the answer lies in their own shadow. The answer lies inside of them, but that's the thing. It's like they keep on looking outside. That's why they're looking to you. Because of what you reflect back to them about themselves and what they disconnected from and why. And what they lost and why. And what they burned and why. Why? And the answer is like being shone back at them by this light that you're pouring out into the universe. Oh my gosh. They see you clearly and they know that you see them clearly, and that brings them a lot of sadness and regret. And they feel trapped. It's like they're being forced to see themselves, guys. Like, seriously, they're being forced to see this chain that's around, this freaking anchor that's around their foot. Maybe somebody's actually seeing how someone is like really so obsessed with you, like how obsessed somebody is with you. Like somebody's obsession, their obsession with control, their own obsession with materialism, with appearances, their obsession with like power and social status and how everything comes across, their obsession with controlling the narrative. It's totally out of their control. So they're obsessing even more because they can't control it anymore. They cannot control the fact that people are celebrating you. They cannot control the fact that that brings them a great deal of disharmony, disequilibrium, unhappiness. The fact that you've closed out something that's still this open, gaping wound from whence this frickin' tumultuous tempest of an ocean came from, that they're swirling in, something that came from inside of them in the first place. And so basically, this illusion is literally crashing down. Everything is in upheaval. There could be some sort of problem with work or something with a corporation or floating in this vat of their own insecurity. Somebody is walking away from this person or from someone. Somebody's walking away from someone. Maybe somebody thought that somebody would always be there. Somebody would always take their shit. Somebody would always do what they were told or what they were expected, but somebody is actually like seeing something clearly for the first time in a long time, and this is exactly what someone had coming to them. It was inevitable because of how they treated you and how they've treated other people, that someone would actually walk out of this person's life. And so somebody feels betrayed by somebody, but it's because this person was actively betraying this person but not acknowledging it. There was an imbalance between these two people. Any last cards for the collective, Spirit? In the hand, the universe is your partner. Somebody feels like the universe is against them right now. This was in reverse. In the hand, in reverse. Something is out of someone's hands. Someone has no control over what you're doing. It's out of their hands. Someone's like, it's out of my hands. And something is happening in their life. They feel like it's out of their hands. It's like somebody is like, they went against themselves and they went against you, and now they feel like the universe is going against them, but it's literally just what they did to themselves and what they did to you. This obstacle, some sort of obstacle, somebody feels like that they have no control over some sort of obstacle that's happening. And also there's something of like, in the hand, like something is out of your hand, like I said before, like, right? Different messages for different people, but it's just like, some sort of obstacle. It's like, it's out of your hands. The obstacle is always going to be there, but whatever is in your own, like whatever, something that you can control is inside of you. anyways. So it's like some sort of obstacle is just there. To see how you're going to overcome it. To see how you're going to take your power back from the thing that it reminds you of, that's actually the thing in the past of how somebody used to treat you. The right use of power, right? Somebody's trying to disempower you. Somebody's trying to belittle you. Somebody's trying to bully you. Someone's trying to be above you. Just like how somebody always tried to belittle you. Somebody always tried to bully you. Somebody always abused you to make you inferior or seem inferior or feel inferior in the story that they were fucking creating. The story is out of their hands. Your story is not the fucking story that this person wants you to fucking be living, guys. It's out of their fucking hands. They can't control your story anymore. You took back control over your own story, over how you see yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you love yourself, how you treat yourself. Somebody knows that you don't treat yourself how this person treated you, like how you used to treat yourself because of what this person did. You're not trying to get back at this person. You're not trying to hurt this person. You're not trying to do anything to this person. You're just trying to love yourself and be yourself and do you and live your life and do what you feel is right according to your soul. Okay, so someone is like, wait a second, so I used my power for evil instead of good. So why did this person, there's something about that. Someone used it's like somebody thought that it's like they were trying to beat someone at their own game. Somebody's trying to beat someone at their own game, and then somebody became something that they didn't want to become by trying to win, okay? By trying to be more powerful, by tearing someone else down. And then in the end of the play, Prospero burns his magic book, snaps his staff in half, and leaves the magical island to go back to be a mortal man. He forgives everybody, blesses everyone, goes, okay, see you later. That's what's happening right now. You're just like, there is no game. You are the power in and of itself. Somebody's magic doesn't have power over you. Somebody could think that that's what they're doing. Somebody could think that that's what they're doing, but it's how you think about what they're doing or not doing, or why even think about what they're doing, because it doesn't have any power over you anyways. Somebody's magic does not have any power over you anyways. The fear of someone having power over you through their magic is actually the fear that stems from a traumatic event in your past, about how somebody used their will to try to disempower you and take your will away from you. Take your power away from you, to make you feel trapped. That made you feel persecuted by what they were doing, by their manipulations, by their intentions that they cloaked with a fucking facade that wasn't the actual truth. Yes, you see through the facade. But it's like you'll never be able to control another person lest you be controlled. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like your power is what protects you. Your awareness is what protects you. Someone cannot, it's like someone tried and then they failed, and now something inevitable is happening because of what they tried to do to you. Because of what they did, because of how they were to an aspect of themselves. It was all just a play. Just like in that quote, everything just turned into thin air. And our little lives will be rounded with a sleep. It's like we're all going to die. We're all going to return to dust. We're all God itself. So it's like somebody has to live with the role that they played and the games that they played and the decisions that they made based on this idea that the power was outside of themselves, that validation was if they were going to tick off all the boxes that society gave them. It's like they see that you're not living that way. You're going your own way. You know your power. You are the power. And somebody is drowning in the fact that they feel powerless. So the Watchers, the tides are changing is what I feel like they see. Somebody knows that the tides have changed. And your resourcefulness has shocked these people. Ego sublimation, vanishing mirror. And then all of a sudden, Prospero went back to Italy. He left the island. All of a sudden, you're not there anymore. You're not going to mirror back to... You're not a mirror for somebody to just see what they want to see. So that they can remain comfortable and not have to see the actual truth of themselves. No, you're someone that sees the truth. You are the truth. You are the light. And you're going your own way. You're going the way that feels right to you. That feels connected to your soul. And it doesn't make sense to somebody else. And it doesn't have to make sense to somebody else. Somebody's like realizing that something in their life like doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't actually make sense. And then they're looking at you and they're like, this doesn't make sense. Like it's not panning out the way that I expected that it would. Right? Or that the world told me that it would. Like my calculations were incorrect, or this is nonsensical. This isn't real. What is reality? So if someone was like, this is reality, snap back to reality, and you're just like, what is reality? Everything is everyone anyways, so it's how you think about things, and it's how you think about yourself. And then you saw through the ways, you went down the rabbit hole to see through the fact that you were fucking programmed to see things a certain way, and to see yourself a certain way, and to see everybody else as opponents and competitors and enemies, or all of these roles. It's just a play. It's just theater. It's just like, okay. So the collective is showing up with their real face. But the thing is that you're not feeling sad about it, like that Kafka guy anymore, or Kafka or whatever his name is. Like, yeah, I showed up to the party. Something about my shame. I showed up to the party. What's that? Franz Kafka or whatever? Okay, here's the thing, guys. I was ashamed of myself when I realized life was a costume party and I attended with my real face. Guess what, though? You're not ashamed anymore. You went down into that shame. You opened up the rabbit hole and you jumped in. You're not ashamed anymore. You're just like, yeah, and? So now someone has to sit with their own shame. You don't have to feel ashamed of being who it is that you are. I'm pretty sure it was the world who told you that you had to be ashamed for being who it is that you are. It was other people like this person. But it was their own shame that they were projecting onto you. And your truth reflected back to them some sort of innocence that they had felt that they had disconnected from. You're no longer ashamed. You're showing. I don't even know if you're at the party. You're not even at the party anymore. You're just like, I'm wherever I am. It's like you're like a wanderer. You're like, I am wherever I am. I show up here sometimes. I show up there. But I'm not going to wear a fucking costume, and I'm not going to wear a fucking mask, and I'm not going to be what anyone expects me to be, because why would I have to be that way? I'm just going to be myself, and I'm going to be kind, and I'm going to be compassionate. But I also have boundaries. Like, I also have a dark side. And I can't be walked all over. You're taking a bold step forward. There's something about like the silence is like a pin drop. Like somebody could hear a pin drop. Somebody doesn't even know what to say. They got curious, guys. Curiosity. But they didn't know why what was my intention? You know what I mean? But wait, what was your intention? Because... But it's like somebody's seeing their own intention of why they were spying on you in the first place, and like... And they don't like what they see when they look inside of themselves. They don't like that. Because what does that say about themselves and how they feel? Okay, I'm just going to pull a few last cards from this ocean deck. What does the collective need to know to close out this reading? If you've listened this far, thank you for being here. I love you guys so much. I'm really grateful for those of you who listen to my whole readings all the way through. It means a lot to me. But yeah, my whole intention for this channel is to be soul food, not fast food. And it takes some time to cook, right? With the energies and to get deeper and deeper. So yeah, my readings are not fast food, they're soul food. And if you like that, I'm very appreciative of you. Persist. Just keep on going forward. Just keep on going. Just keep on shining your light. Allow in reverse. May you soften into what is. Persist. Reflect. Held. You are held. Holding yourself accountable. And also not allowing certain things to breach your boundaries to... It's like there's something of like holding yourself and understanding that something, it's like something can get to you, but also it's also you are the one that's holding the line and understanding and seeing what it is for what it is, so that something doesn't have to get to you the way that somebody wants it to get to you. Somebody wants to get to you. Somebody wants to get a rise out of you. Somebody knows that you will never allow how this person treated you to ever happen ever again in any circumstances with anyone. Literally. Somebody knows that they were one of your biggest lessons. Like how they treated you turned you into a fucking powerful person, because somebody knows that you will never allow anyone to treat you how this person treated you ever again. And somebody knows that they are in part responsible for you having to open up that rabbit hole so that you could just jump right in. Because you were trying to jump out of your own skin to get away from the fucking feeling of how somebody made you feel and how people let you down. And how unfair and fucked up and chaotic the entire journey was. And yet here you are, at the tail end of something that somebody has not yet even stepped into, but they're being pulled into it, they're being sucked into it, they're sinking into it, whether they like it or not. You're sitting here at the tail end of it because you jumped headfirst into it. Somebody is resisting it with everything that they've got, but here you are at the tail end of it, and you've triumphed. You have persisted, and keep on persisting, keep on moving forward. Keep on reflecting. That's what makes you who you are. People are in awe of it. People are in awe of it. Even the people who aren't happy for you are in awe of what you're doing. And they see your imagination. They see what you're able to do. And it makes them regret the ways that they didn't have compassion for you. Because they weren't clear. There are people who regret the fact that they didn't have compassion for you because they didn't see you clearly. And now that you've released them and you released what it was that they did to you and how it made you feel, You found belonging inside of yourself, and you found forgiveness inside of yourself. But guess what? These people who did something just to belong in something that doesn't even mean anything, in something that is hollow, in something that is devoid of love and compassion and truth, right? People chose belonging in something that's not even real, that is now sinking, and they have not forgiven themselves. They're realizing that they can't, they don't know how. They have not forgiven themselves, and they regret what they did. And they don't even feel like that they belong somewhere where they apparently belong. They feel like they're not even seen, they're not even heard. They do not feel connected to the people around them or a person that they're with. They feel like that they're at a party wearing a mask and that no one sees them at all. Reveal in reverse. Hiding. Somebody's just hiding. They're hiding. They're trying to heard in reverse. They're not listening. It's like that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It's sinking, but they're not wanting to listen. They're not wanting to hear it. They're not wanting to, they don't feel heard. But what are they not listening to inside of themselves that they need to hear? Their own conscience is kicking in, but they can't accept what it was that they did. But it's like, this is what I'm saying, you accepted. You believed yourself. No one else believed you, or somebody didn't want you to believe in yourself. You believed in yourself. You've learned to accept yourself. You've learned to love yourself. You decided, you made the decision. You made the decision to go on this path. It was a rocky ass path. You made the decision to go on this path. And may you navigate with purpose. Somebody knows that you're doing what you're meant to be doing, and it's taking pause. They're taking pause, decide in reverse before they make some sort of decision, because they're trying to decide what they're going to do next. Shine. Faith, shine. You are enough, collective, just as you are. That's where I feel called to end this reading. I love you guys. I'll see you at the next message.